I'm going to move through everything, this, and then back down. And then wrestle again. And then back pressure, back pressure, back pressure. And then the other top. Maybe it's 2 or 3 in a row. And I'm moving, okay? Okay, time, good. All right? I need to create offense by getting into him here. You guys see the difference? Second base. What's happening here to my body? Extended, right? And then what happens? All of a sudden I get to here, and then all of a sudden I come here, and I flat on my belly, got a wrist, and they're like, man, this Lofthouse, he doesn't go crap. I'm like, well, we'll jump slide to second base. Okay? But if I go this way, look at my body now. Where can I wrestle from here? I can go any direction. I can go out, I can come in, I can come this way, I can come this way, back again. Okay? Where I'm compact and I'm ready to move and explode again. Okay? That's the other thing about being on the bottom, is I don't want to get extended. I don't want to get like out. You know, I want to get chest away from my head and my knee. This is like the most extension I want. My hands I want to have in. My feet I don't want really extended out. Okay? I want everything underneath me here. Where I can explode. Where I can move. Okay? So if the guy bumps me forward, it's not like I'm getting bumped forward. Now I'm extended here where legs coming in. He's tight-waisted me back to my belly. Okay? Worst case scenario, guy bumps me forward, I hit my hand, my knee slides, and I'm back up. All right, that makes sense? Okay? So when we start driving, we're going to drive through his pressure. Where's his pressure? Behind me. Okay? Got it? So when we're hitting our switches and our hip heists and our try and run your hips through the position where I stay in this tight, compact, explosive position there. So my hand's got to be minimal. Boom. What do I have to do to keep my balance? What do I got to do? You got to move, right? I got to get my hips underneath me, this way. So I'm this way. You see how if I stop, I'm falling forward. If my hips stop, and that's where you guys are getting. You're so far back with your hips that you have to have your hand up to you fall forward. I'm going to be so fast with my hips that I can't fall forward. And if he bumps me, then I'm here. You guys see the difference there? My first movement for me is I'm just going to get a foot to the mat. All right? And how am I going to get a foot to the mat? How do we typically get a foot to the mat? This, right? What happens here? You want to know why you get lifted and returned? Don't on a mat. Okay? So how do I get a foot on the mat? Remember where I'm supposed to go with my pressure? Where's my pressure go? Back. So how do I get a foot on the mat? He's wrestling me this way. See how I change his position? See how he's got to wrestle me? Okay? So when I go foot on the mat here, there's a lot of ways I can do it. I can go inside foot. Okay? Where are my hands at? Okay, they're inside. Am I fighting for hands? Am I trying to grab hands? Am I looking for anything inside? No. My elbows are in and down. That's all I'm worried about. When can he lock his hands? When I get to my feet. Okay? So why am I trying to fight hands now? He can't do anything, right? So I'm just going to beat him with my elbows. I'm going to fight elbows. I'm going to fight his hands with my elbows. And guess what else that allows me to do once I'm coming up here? Keep my wrists free from his hands, right? I start fighting hands, what happens? Who does that happen to? Did that ever happen to anyone in here? Maybe everyone, right? Multiple times? Okay? Maybe multiple times in the same match, all right? So when I'm in here and I'm wrestling, okay, this is how I've started to describe it for you guys because you're young and you're into like cool things like movies and stuff. Okay? Superheroes. You guys like superheroes? Yeah. Okay? So I describe it like I'm Iron Man. Okay? My hands are in, right? You guys a little power boost in his hands. Okay, so I got my power boost. Grab my wrist. Get to 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 my wrist. Right? I like to go outside step, and I just kind of shuffle this way. Replace my other hand with my other knee, and then this foot comes out. I mean, I can basically do anything from here. any wrestling skill from the bottom, right, I can hit from this position. Okay? And then notice where's his hips at compared to my hips. Okay, that's the big thing, space. See the space there? And I haven't even started working to try and create space with my hips. Okay? And if you guys who are inside stand-up kind of people, then it's going to be similar. I'm just going to go the other way. Okay? So I'm going to go opposite. Wherever I'm going, I'm going to take my opposite knee to my opposite hand. Okay? So if I'm going to go to this side, I'm just going to take this knee to this hand. And this foot comes up. Alright? If I'm going to go outside, it's the same. I'm just going to take my opposite hand and my opposite knee. This way. Where are my elbows? Pinch, right? Where are my hands? Right? Iron Man style. If you need a reference point, if you need to understand about this foot, over here in front of me, just get in your high crotch and say, okay, where do I explode to my high crotch? Okay, there's my foot. Now get back on me. That's where I want to be. That's my power. Okay? So I got power there. What else do I have to do if I'm in a high crotch? Guys start sprawling on me. What do I have to do? Huh?
Chest up, back straight.
Gotta be able to move, right? Knee slide. What happens if he starts pushing me? Holy crap. We're wrestling two completely different positions. We're wrestling the exact same. He starts sprawling. Oops. There's my high crotch. He starts driving into me. Oops. Holy, whoa, wait a second. And now, have you heard me say simplify your wrestling at camp so far? Make it simple. Okay? Make it simple. Make everything the same. I'm in on a leg. What am I doing with my hips? My hips are underneath. I'm sliding. My head's up. My chest is up, right? I'm driving. Maybe it's a single leg. Heads up. Okay? Or maybe it's from the bottom. Okay? Or maybe it's from the top. This looks similar. Similar here, similar. Put my hands on pressure. Every position. So now that I get in positions, I get stuck. What do? You kind of learn, right? I get my hips underneath where I'm strong. It simplifies it. Yeah. My body's just meant for my chin to be over my hips to be under my chin. Okay? So, where are my hips? Not under my chin. So what do you think my first priority is? Get my hips under my chin. So if he's getting weight on my hands, what do I got to do to clear my hips?
Get it up.
I got to get the weight off my hands. How do I do that? Huh?
Push back.
Push back? How? Push back like this? I mean, how far can I push back? Do you feel like you're threatened there on top? No. How do I push back? Huh? You guys ever do push-ups?
Yeah.
Okay. I go, what do? Post, hits underneath. And even some of us not explosive guys, we can still beat a guy to the punch here. So if I'm wrestling, I'm going to beat him here. See, naturally, I come here. I give it to him. That's just me. That's where I learned to be stronger, right? I mean, I cut it off here. I get this way here. I take my hip to my elbow. But that's just for me. You guys got to figure out for yourself where you have the most balance. Okay? So I mean, a little explosion. Bottom man set, top man cover. I'm going to explode this way, right? And then what? Hips and chin. My hips go under my chin. What do my elbows do? Come to my side. Okay? And even if he takes me forward, I'm here again. Okay? And so if I get taken down, what do? The same thing I just did. Okay? Out hustling. I mean, what are you going to do with that wrist? When you got it, what are you going to do with it from an offensive? Okay? Even if he goes inside, okay? If he goes inside here, and try and get to my wrist there. You know, get to my wrist from the inside. He grabbed outside my wrist, grab the outside, okay? My elbow's inside and I'm coming to my feet. There's nothing to stop him from coming up. Right? My job is to be able to move in this position. So how do I learn to move in this position? My partner's just going to move me. I'm just going to stay here. He's just going to try and move me. I'm going to try and move me. I'm going to try and move forward. I'm going to move him back. I'm going to try and pull him back. 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 Okay? And run me my belly. He knocks my knee down. I'm going to come back the other way. Okay? You can see his weight's going towards my knee that comes down. Alright, so then I'm going like this. Back and forth where he's got to chase. Okay? It's hard on the top. I'm in a double. How am I going to finish my double here? Like that way, right? So I finish this way. And I started facing that way. Okay? Same thing with my position here. I'm here. I'm facing this way. Where do you think I'm going to finish? Somewhere different than here, probably. He's on top of me. He's driving. All right? There's no pause here. There's no pause. If I'm going straight, I can't go back. All right? But if I'm going straight to an angle, I can still get back into an angle. This way. So I still got back pressure, even though. But once I feel like I can come up, guess what I'm going to do? How am I going to come up? Am I going to step up?
No, push off the back foot.
Huh?
Push off the back foot.
I'm going to push over my back foot, okay? Over. All right? You guys see that? He's pushing me, he's wrestling me this way. You guys see how I'm starting to create a corner? Starting to get this shoulder turn with my shoulder here. If he steps up here, my hips follow. Okay? If he stays strong with his hips, so he's going to push through his back leg, up, where's my hip lift? Hips stay down, keep me in the corner. Corner, corner, corner. Step up out of this position, lift me. I'm here. I step up out of this, lift me. Lift me. Lift me. Lift me. Lift me. Move, 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 move. Up. Good. Other side. Move, 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 move. Up. And then it's like this. My feet are moving. Okay? One more this side. Move, 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 move. Move, move, move. Up. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. I'm here, I'm wrestling, he starts to take me down, go ahead. He starts to take me down here, I elevate and I get all the way to that hip. See all that space creation? Okay? Listen, I rest my hips underneath here. He gets me back down. I'm going to punch him in the chest with my elbow. I'm going to pee on the fire hydrant with some explosion, right? Okay? And I'm going to sit on that same hip. Wham! Here. He's going to drive me down, I'm going to elbow inside, right to here and wrestle. I'm going to get here and drive into it. Okay? Heavy. Right? The side he's chopping to, that's the side I'm looking into, right? Okay? And typically what happens is we try and go the other way. Guy chops me, we try and go this way, but what happens? He drives me flat, and now I'm in some serious trouble here. Drop my knee, drop my hand. Okay? So he's chopping me. So it's similar. So we're just going to start right here. No, keep on your chop. Okay? He's chopping. And this works out of just regular referee position too. I'm going to take my elbow and my knee together, and I'm going to lift into him. Okay? I'm going to drive into his chest with my elbow, and I'm going to lift my knee like I'm peeing on the fire hydrant, right? Is there a different description you guys want me to use?
No.
Right?
That's perfect.
I mean,
It's
I don't
relatable.
know. I'm just going to lift my knee into his body. Alright? Is that better for you guys? Okay? So he's driving, I'm going to drive back into it. Okay? And then what am I going to do? Once I start driving into it, where am I going? To my opposite hip. Okay? So not this hip, but this hip. Right here. Okay, and notice where I'm sitting. Not great position to stay, but I'm in a pretty good position as far as if he follows me, circle out. Jump, jump. Go ahead, jump me, jump me, jump me.